Hello everyone, and welcome to AlignBooks. In this video, we will cover the production module. In AlignBooks, we have included the production module, which offers a variety of features related to the bill of material, production, assembling, disassembling, and overall production flow management. Before exploring the features of the production module, there are a few settings we need to configure through the company setup. In the company setup, navigate to Inventory Setup. Within Inventory Setup, there are two key options that need to be configured: Issue to Production Floor and Production Process. Let's first talk about Issue to Production Floor. This setting provides two options: Consumption and Flow Transfer. Consumption means that whenever you issue a product to the production floor, the stock will be automatically reduced. On the other hand, if you do not want the stock to be reduced immediately because the items are already physically present at your premises, you can select Flow Transfer instead. The second setting is Production Process, where two methods are available: cash-based and BOM-based processes. Once these settings are configured, make sure to save the setup. Now, let's move to the Production module. The first option is Bill of Material. The bill of material contains data on the raw materials required to produce a specific quantity of finished goods. Basically, what you need to do is provide a description, select your finished item, and specify the base quantity. For example, if you are producing 1 unit of a finished item, you need to define how much raw material is required to produce that single unit. There is also an option to copy from an existing bill of material, BOM. You can also define byproducts and their quantities. Byproducts refer to scrap or waste material generated during production. When you create a BOM, you can mention the byproduct items so that during production or assembling, the stock for those items is automatically increased. Next, you can enter overhead expenses for the base quantity. For instance, if the production of 1 unit incurs an expense of 100 rupees, you can enter that amount here. This ensures that during production or assembling, the cost is automatically calculated. After that, you need to select all the raw materials required to produce the base quantity of the finished item. Additionally, you can customize this grid according to your requirements. We have also provided an option to create up to 5 custom fields in this module, which you can configure as per your needs. Now, click Save. You can also view the list of all bills of material BOMs you have created so far. There are 2 columns available, one for the description or name of the BOM, and another for the name of the finished item. You also have the option to export this list to Excel. If you want to share BOM details with your production team, you can print the BOM directly from the system. Now, let's move to the second option, Production Assembling. In the Production Assembling module, you will see options to select the branch, production floor, reference number, and reference date. You must also select the sales order item. If you've received an order from a customer, you can select the corresponding sales order for the finished item. Next, you need to select the bill of material. Once you select the finished item, the system will automatically fetch the BOMs associated with that item and display them in a drop-down list. Then, you'll enter the batch quantity, which is the amount of finished product you are producing or planning to produce in this production cycle. Once you've selected the necessary details, simply click on Get RM Consumption. This action will automatically fetch all the information defined in the bill of material, including raw material details, overhead expenses, and byproduct items. After fetching the raw materials, you will be able to see total overhead expenses, quantity of finished products, and finished cost per unit. This helps you clearly understand the costing of a particular finished item at the time of production, making it easier for your team to track and analyze production costs. There is also an attachment option available. If you need to attach any supporting documents, you can do so using this feature. Additionally, we've provided 5 customizable fields. You can use these to record extra information while creating the production assembling voucher, depending on your operational needs. Within the same voucher screen, you'll also find the voucher configuration option. This allows you to configure the voucher series, set up notification details, and manage approval workflows. This section is referred to as voucher configuration, and it includes a wide range of customization options to suit your internal processes. Next is the Allow Item Type setting. Here you can define which items you want to allow so that only those selected item types will appear in the item selection window. An item list option is also available. You'll find a setting called Production Linked With, which allows you to link production with any relevant voucher if required. As mentioned earlier, the numbering option allows you to configure the voucher series according to your needs. The notification option is also available. If you want to send notifications to your employees, production managers, senior managers, or any other stakeholders, you can enable these settings. We offer 3 modes of communication: email, SMS, and WhatsApp. You can configure them as per your preference. We have also included approval management functionality. This is based on a maker-checker concept. The person who creates the entry, known as the maker, submits it, and then it must be approved by another person, known as the checker. The entry will only reflect in your books once it has been approved. Until then, it will remain in a pending state. Now, moving on to the next option, disassembly. Disassembly is used when you need to disassemble a finished product. Let me give you an example. Let's say we've created a finished item. For example, a mobile phone assembled using a battery and other components. During production, we combine these parts to create the finished product. However, if the order gets canceled, or you decide not to proceed with production, you can use the disassembly option to reverse the process. Disassembling will increase the stock of raw materials and decrease the stock of the finished item. This process uses the same voucher format as the production assembling module, with all the same available options. The key difference is that disassembly increases raw material quantities and reduces finished goods. Just like in other modules, the voucher configuration option is available here as well, allowing you to customize numbering, notifications, approvals, and more. Additionally, several other features are available in this module: copy an entry, delete an entry, cancel an entry, and restore a canceled entry. You can also use the Open button to view all entries created so far. Clicking on Open will bring up a pop-up window where you can filter entries by item, branch, and date range, allowing you to quickly locate specific records. If you want to manage your production by production floor, you can use additional options such as Issue Request from Production Floor. This voucher is especially useful if you have a production team and a proper setup of production floors. It helps in streamlining the raw material request process from the production floor to the warehouse or dispatch team. The Issue Request from Production Floor voucher is very important for teams that request raw materials on a daily basis. Using this voucher, the production team can send a formal request to the dispatch or warehouse team. In this voucher, the production team will select the branch, enter a reference number, choose the request date, select the production floor, if multiple floors are available. Choose the finished item, select the bill of material. Enter the batch quantity. Click Get RM Required to fetch the raw material list. Then, simply click Save to complete the entry. This voucher acts as a formal raw material request from the production floor to the dispatch warehouse team. Additionally, within the same entry, several useful options are available to manage the request efficiently. Now, the person who is receiving the request must have the rights to issue material to the production floor. In this voucher, we have provided a facility, a feature, where anyone can check the requests on a daily basis using the Pull from Production Request option. So, on a daily basis, the person who has the appropriate rights can process the request. You just need to click on Pull from Production Request, and the system will automatically show all the pending requests received today. For example, if someone has received a request for 100 units of item X and they have 80 units in stock, they can simply enter 80 in the quantity field and save the entry. The system will then issue 80 units against the request, and the remaining 20 will be marked as pending. Now, let's talk about the same voucher, which is also used for production floor entries under material received from production floor. For example, if I have issued raw materials to my production team and they return finished products, I can use this voucher to record the receipt. In this situation, we've provided an option called Pull from Production Issue, which refers to the parent document or parent voucher. You just need to click Pull from Production Issue, and the production floor can then select the item. If any raw material was consumed, you can view and select it from the available options. I'll show you this with an example. This window displays the details of raw materials consumed. So, the person receiving goods from the production floor can also mention the raw materials consumed here. Additionally, in the same voucher, we've provided a Pull from BOM option. If a finished product contains multiple components, you don't need to select each item manually. Just click on Pull from BOM, and the system will auto-populate the components. The item, the finished product, we have selected over there. Against this product, whatever the bill of material raw materials are there, they will automatically be fetched over there. And the same options are available here for attachment and the other fields. Now save that. So this is how you can manage your production floor-wise production. And in the same entry, we have given some additional options. I will explain. Watch Configuration. You can customize the columns, customize this particular grid according to the need. If you want to add any column, or if you want to remove any column, you can simply use this Choose Column option. Also, the Copy-Paste option is available there. Copy Grid and Paste. If you want to copy any data from any voucher, you can simply paste it over. The POQ option is also available here. If you want to create some details, or if you want to manage, you can create multiple bonds. Okay, so now in the production module itself, we have given a separate module for those who are in the cashew business, like cashew manufacturing, cashew planning, and all the things they want to maintain. So for that, we have given a separate option. For this option, you have to go to Company Setup under Inventory Setup. In Inventory Setup, make sure the production process, Cashew, is selected over there. Okay. So if you have set Cashew over there and saved, you'll be able to see that lots of options will be enabled with the name Cashew Processing. So in Cashew Processing, you can see we have provided the planning, boiling, cutting, humidity, peeling, and nanograding options. Okay, so the first option is Cashew Production Planning. In this option, you can see all the options are available. You have to decide what kind of records you want to maintain at the time of cashew planning. So you can see here, branch, item, lot number, party, country of origin, plan quantity, cutting section pieces, peeling section pieces, all the things are available here. Percentage, weight percentage, projected output, and final output. All the fields are available. In the same voucher, we have given the option for attachment. You can attach any image or document from here. In the same voucher, we have also provided the configuration option. Through the configuration, you can access all the options and data that are available in our other vouchers, like general numbers, setting numbers, sending notifications, and approval management. So all the tools are available here. The next option is Cashew Production, Boiling. In this, you can see Boiler. You have to select the number. Party, country of origin is also available. Load quantity, output quantity, and open origin, then quantity. Okay, so we have to enter all the details. With the attachment option, you can upload relevant files. Now the cutting process. In the cutting process, you can see here boiler load number, and you can see here all the required fields are available. This is useful if you are running a cashew production, manufacturing, or production business. So you can see all the options added to the cashew process are available there. Labor, boys, ladies, and how much. Basically, all the things you can maintain here. The whole, split, uncut, unrejected, all the things, and the automatic process. Now, the cashew production humidity. You can see here the lot number you have to select, which is mandatory, and the available split, whole, all the details like shortage, input, output, and shortage percentage. You have to mention. Now, the peeling process. For the peeling process, you can see again the lot number you have to enter, and the whole and the split process, all the details you have to enter. Now, the last process, cashew production nanograding. So you can see here, you have to select the lot number, and the whole input, and the bin. You have to enter all the details like the URA husk and loss, and the same option is available for attachment in this voucher. Even if you want to see the reports of all the processes, you have to go to All Reports, and in the search, you can simply search Cashew. So you can see all the reports are available here, Cashew Production Planning Register, Cutting Register, etc. So all vouchers are listed. This is how a business that is in, like the production of cashew nuts, will be able to manage all the things, all the processes, seamlessly. That's how you can manage production in AlignBooks.